is Owen Mercurio, and I'm a pastry cook at Bud in Maryland. A little bit of flour now, a little bit of flour now, a little bit of flour now. When I was growing up, my dad always cooked, and I liked watching him cook, but he would never tell me how to cook. I would be like, show me how to cook this thing, and he would be like, yeah, it's easy, you just gotta throw it together. And I was like, right, but like, could you, elaborate on that? And he never would. So, I figured it out through trial and error. I used to have like cooking parties with my friends. We would just grab a bunch of ingredients or go to like the pizza shop and buy a dough and make pizza. And that's when I really started to enjoy cooking. I started doing it professionally, I guess seriously, at Stargazy about four plus years ago. Before that, I'd worked at pizza shops, sandwich shops, places like that. Making pizza, making sandwiches. Probably where a lot of people start out in the kitchen. And I got pretty good at pastry, so I like doing pastry, and that's what I do now for money. I feel like cooking is definitely like a creative endeavor for sure, but a lot of people I've met have always told me cooking is less an art and more a science. And I've found that I can get away with it being an art instead of a science. A lot of people want to follow a recipe and, make sure that everything's measured out exactly. If I were smart, I would have measured it out, but it would have been the same process musically for me as well. Like if I had thought, I'm going to sit down and write a song that has, a verse, a chorus, a bridge, and a guitar solo, then it would probably be a much more like clean-cut and linear endeavor, like it is for most people who do it very methodically, but that's boring to me and it's hard. And generally I've been lucky, like things have, this is going to taste good. And I guess that's kind of always been my approach to music and art, is that like, I don't really think too much about what I'm gonna draw before I sit down and draw, and at the end of it, I've got something that I'm satisfied with or something that, entertains me. And I just kind of hope that other people like it too. And sometimes I have success with that. What keeps me playing music is the people, all the people that I've met in my life that I play music with. It's something that I feel I can't get from doing art, is the collaborative endeavor that is really satisfying to me. And then what keeps me doing art is just always having another idea or always having something I'm kind of obsessing over. I don't recommend, if you're talking about a job that like benefits you mentally, I wouldn't recommend working in a kitchen to anyone who struggles with that. It definitely seems to attract the type of person who has a lot of undiagnosed mental problems. I'm one of them. It's not a passion for me as a job. It's something I'm good at, or I feel like I'm good at. I might be wrong in that regard. I think that the restaurant industry is a fucking train wreck. I think it's awful. It's bad for you. It's super high stress. It doesn't pay you nearly enough money, like no matter what. It's like minor league baseball. A chosen few will get to succeed at it, and then everybody else just has a ruined body and mind by the age of 40. And I think I'm probably the latter. When I started this new job recently, like 4 or 5 months ago, I had a lot of doubts about continuing to make food and like for a living, like professionally. And I asked a friend who also is a cook, like, why am I still doing this? And they said to me, because you don't belong anywhere else. And I feel like that's pretty apt. So I'm not going to romanticize like working in a kitchen is a magical thing. I can leave that for the Anthony Bourdains of the world. But it's a job, and you do get to make fun stuff, and that's pretty cool. You know, I feel like there's more money in like nannying.